Hey guys, impromptu live. Look how beautiful the clouds are. There's no filter on this, obviously, because guess what? My face already has a filter. So there's no filter, and these clouds are beautiful. I got my 20-pound vest on. I'm going for a walk. Look how beautiful the clouds are, guys. Guys, if you saw me earlier, this is real. This is real. This is what I go and I look like when I go for a walk. My lips are under here somewhere. Anyways, so guys, I just wanted to come on here really quick, impromptu random live. I'm just trying to be obedient to the voice of the Holy Spirit. And I'm going to be making sure I look ahead because, let me tell you this, I have the tendency to fall. Hold on, let me wrap my phone around my wrist like this because last time I did this, let me tell y'all, I dropped my phone and it broke. So, learn my lesson. Anyways, just trying to be obedient to the voice of the Holy Spirit. Come live even though I don't feel like it. I usually used to go live in my Facebook group, so a lot of people actually know me in my Facebook group. I wasn't really using Instagram. I was just going live in the Facebook group. So, I'm trying to do it here now. It's you. So anyways, I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on the post that I made 2.5 seconds ago that said, you already have a funnel. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't. You just haven't automated it. So this kind of ties in a little bit, and I'm just going to just go with the flow. There's no point in this. It kind of goes with the point I was making earlier in my content about understanding basic business principles. Okay? And I used to say to myself, what did I really learn in business school? Because a lot of people say, you don't learn anything in business school. Those people haven't ran a business. But I realized in business school, they taught me business, marketing, sales, psychology principles, things that don't change. So when I started my first business in 2012, it was so easy for me to get to 7 figures because I understand principles. I didn't jump on strategies and trends. Because every time I looked, and also too, having a marketing background, I mean, it does help. But when I look at somebody's marketing, I don't get lost in the fancy stuff. I just say to myself, what's the core of what they're teaching? Oh, they're teaching organic content marketing. Oh, they're teaching live launches, or whatever, so I can see what's underneath, right? And then obviously everyone has their own unique way of buying, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, when it comes to funnels, right? A lot of people are like, I don't want it to be too ClickFunnels-y because, ClickFunnels, these funnels sometimes can really give off late night infomercial vibes, which, by the way, people still buy things from infomercials. My dad, point blank, being a prime case study. I think my dad was the last person to shop at Kmart before Kmart closed, and he loved to go find those ShamWows and all those random things, okay? But anyways, there's a time and place for that. Those webinar funnels that you get into and they're like, it's starting live in 15 minutes and they keep you trapped for like 2.5 hours. Sometimes they tell you something, sometimes they don't. Those still work, right? And then sometimes some of them use really extremely complicated tech that's like firing off a text message, doing all of this and have all these automations and workflows and da-da-da. Those all still work. There's just a time and place of it. But the core principle of a funnel is to simply automate your sales and marketing. That's it. You already have a marketing and sales process. All the funnel is supposed to do is to take that same process that you have and leverage automation to do it for you. That's it. So you have to do your best to discern information and not get stuck in marketing and sales, whatever jargon that makes you feel like, oh my gosh, every time I think about a funnel, I don't want to build it. Neither do I. I didn't want to build a ClickFunnels funnel. Trust me, I love ClickFunnels. I love Russell Brunson. I have all his books. I do all the things, but I'm not building a ClickFunnels style funnel. I'm also not doing those webinar timer countdown things. I don't like to be, me personally, be beholden to someone's masterclass. I like to be able to 2x speed and fast forward so that I give that same option to my followers in my funnel, right? I think about how I wanted to experience it as well as how they want to experience it. And so I'm like, okay, cool. We're not going to be stuck in this 2.5 webinar and then tell you nothing. right? And I'm also not going to do complicated tech because I know complicated tech breaks down very easily. So most of you, especially my Kingdom coaches, you are using an organic funnel process, right? You have, funnels in simpler terms, is awareness, someone getting to know you, consideration, deciding whether or not they want to buy with you, and then conversion, deciding to buy with you. And a lot of times, the way that most people achieve that concept in their business is through content marketing. So you have your top of funnel content, right? So the stuff that you post on your feed, we call this top of funnel content because your feed content has the ability to trend and explore. So go to the explore page so it can go out and, if you have the right messaging, bring in targeted followers. And then you have your nurture content. So you have nurture content on your feed, you have it in your stories, you may have it in your emails, whatever. And then that's the top part of your marketing process. And then the last part is your sales. And you decide how you want to close your sales. Do they need to hop on a call with you, book an appointment? Do you close your... Guys, oh my gosh, my endurance. I was just saying this in the Telegram group. Oh, my endurance, guys. After I caught COVID, I was like... So if I'm breathing hard, it's not this, because this is like great. It's just my endurance and this 20-pound vest. Just... out here. Anyways, okay, whatever. So then your sales process could be in the DMs, closing in the DMs. It could be click the link in your bio and using a sales page. That's the final piece. And so if you're doing that with organic content, right, you're nurturing them on your feed, you're bringing in top of funnel content, bringing in growth content, bringing in new eyes, sharing in your story, You could be selling in your stories. That's the same thing as a funnel. That's a funnel. It's just organic. And that type of funnel relies on you to feed that machine every single day, which, as I was talking about in the post, is extremely important, especially if you are building a brand. You need that. However, some people are at a certain stage in building their brand where your content and your brand doesn't have enough equity yet, where what happens is you build this momentum with your content, and then your content starts to continue to bring people into your world, and you've built up enough brand equity where people are referring and so that your machine starts to work without you. So then what happens at that point is that it requires less and less of you to show up. But until you get to that point, you have to show up every day in order to make sales and keep your business running. You have to be in the energy. You have to lead yourself, all these things. And I'm like, okay, there's a time and place for all of that. So on top of your organic long-term content strategy, you want to add in some form of automation for your marketing and sales so that you don't have to do the heavy lifting of creating cash flow in your business. And you don't have to do the heavy lifting of maintaining it. Another problem about using organic content and only relying on organic content is that you can't see your numbers. You can't quantify your behaviors or your actions. So again, you're just showing up every day, holding the energy, and not really knowing what exactly is producing income for you. So when you have funnels, you'll be able to look at your numbers and actually know, to the best of your ability, with real data, oh, well, every time I do this, it actually, like an if-then result. And you just can't do that with organic. But again, like I said, you need both. You need both. Okay, you need your long-form content, and you need to leverage automation, because they have two different objectives and purposes in your brand. But I always say, as soon as you figure out what your long-form content strategy is, start to add and leverage automation, because you don't want to get to the point where you're like feeling, and it's not even feeling burnt out. I was talking to sorry guys, this hat is getting crazy. I was talking to my Done For You client today, or last week, and she doesn't feel burnt out. She loves doing organic content marketing. But for her, she's like, I just want to go on vacation. and I just want to live my life. That's why she built her business. She's like, I just want to go on vacation and live my life. But every time I do, I experience an income dip. So she's like, there has to be another way. She's amazing at organic attraction and content marketing. She's amazing at building her brand, but she's still in the phases where her brand equity hasn't taken over yet, where it starts to compound and work for her. She still has to show up. And so when she doesn't show up, she has to build that momentum again. Again, organic content has different benefits and it fulfills a different objective to your business. So you never want to rely on that. So now we're building her a funnel, because that way, when she does go on vacation, when she does want to relax, she doesn't have to post, because that's basically what happened. She didn't post, and she's like, oh man, my income literally dipped. Like, it's a real thing. And so with funnels, because it's designed to take someone through the levels of awareness, right? From, depending on your funnel, but let's just start from problem aware to solution aware to product aware, and really guiding them, teaching them your unique perspective on how you solve the problem, right? Shifting their perspective, overcoming objections. You can literally do all of that in one funnel and automate the process. And so because it's doing that for you 24/7 in the back end, it's how you're able to continue to grow your business and not have to show up and create content every day. It does the heavy lifting for you. And I was telling her the other day, I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds so cliche. I was like, but it really does do the heavy lifting for you. It really does carry the load of your business. But again, if you are listening to the marketing jargon, not having any context behind like understanding principles, then you will think, okay, you have to build this really complex webinar funnel, or you have to be super gimmicky looking like ClickFunnels, and you don't. It's so simple to take the organic process that you have and duplicate it using marketing and sales funnels. And then your only job is to get traffic into it, which that also can be hands off, and troubleshoot and optimize. But guess what? Instead of going through and waiting for 90 days or 30 days of content, you can literally funnel traffic in, and the next day, right, depending on how much traffic you get, but let's just be generous and say in 7 days, you can go back through and you can optimize your funnel quickly, record that data and see, okay, these are the changes that I actually have to make. There's no guessing the changes that you have to make. And that's the power of having funnels. Okay, but again, like I said, you need both. Because if you bring a bunch of people into your world and you don't have a long-term content strategy, then that's also kind of wasting the power of the funnels as well. Everything has to go hand in hand. Everything works together. So that was just a little bit of a deeper dive into the post that I made today, helping you to kind of understand there is a time and place for each part of your strategy, that you need both of them. You need organic content and you need automation, right? But you have to understand exactly, what am I doing this for? Oh, I'm creating organic content because I want to build a brand. I'm creating organic content because I want to actually know how to have traffic that goes into my funnel so that I don't have to start with paid advertising. Oh, I want to use funnels because I don't want to have to be, there's a lawnmower. Hold on. Oh, okay. I don't want to have to show up live. I don't want to have to do make post every day in order to keep my business running, in order to make sales, right? Like, you have to know what it is you want to do, and then you have to find the thing that's meant to actually achieve that purpose, not get lost in shiny object syndrome or, different marketing things because it seems like it's going to be the quick fix to your problem. So anyways, that's it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I love funnels. I've been building funnels for the last 3 years, and the Lord was like, you're going back to funnels. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was saying this the other day, where it's like so exciting that your skill set, your actual skill set and your passion gets to merge, and you get to do both. A lot of times, I know for me, every time I start thinking about businesses or offers, I always lean on my skill set, and sometimes it can feel passionless. And so actually being able to use my skills and use my gifts and my passion to walk out my calling is super duper cool. It feels really fun. I said today, I feel like the cork has come off. I feel unlocked, unleashed. So, whatever. Anyways, happy Monday. Hope you like my mask, guys. Just want you to know that everyone's been looking at me as I've been walking through the neighborhood right now. They're like, what is she doing, guys? Sun protection. That is it. All right, that's it, guys. That's it for my Monday mini masterclass. I think that probably in my Facebook group, I will be going live and actually showing you behind the scenes of how my funnels work. I won't be able to do it here because I need my slides and stuff for it. So if you are interested, then you could join my Facebook group. If you want the link, just send me a DM and I will send you the link to my Facebook group. So I'm about to bring back those trainings because that's actually where I find the most joy. Joy. So anyways, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. The joy of the Lord is my strength. And thank you so much for anyone who prayed for me not to fall as I was on this walk and multitasking. So that's it, guys. I shall see you in all the places that we hang out together. Peace.